What if I told you there is a charming colonial city nested in the Andanian mountains where your social security check will stretch 3 to 4 times further, healthcare won't bankrupt you, and every day feels like spring? You won't see it on CNN or Fox News, but there's a growing community of Americans quietly and secretly retiring here. No, it's not Mexico. No, it's not Costa Rica. It's Cuenca, Ecuador. Today, I'm going to give you the top 9 reasons why Americans are secretly retiring here and why you might want to do the same. This is Average Joe. Let's go. Stay tuned for the final reason, a vital factor that ultimately convinced me that this is the best place to retire when my time comes. Health is wealth. One of the biggest fears of retiring is healthcare. We don't even need to begin to speak about the atrocities of the healthcare system in the US. In Cuenca, healthcare is affordable, accessible, and pretty impressive actually. Many doctors are trained in the US or Europe and speak fluent English. You can walk into a private clinic and see a specialist on the same day, usually for $30 to $50 out of pocket. You can even have the doctor do a home call for around $35 to $60. This is my 80-year-old friend David, who had the doctor visit his house at night due to bronchopneumonia. And yes, there's health insurance available with policies starting as low as $70 per month. Here's a list of the different types of insurance, their premiums, and coverage. What if you're diagnosed with a major illness where medical expenses in the US would potentially lead you to financial ruins? Not here in Cuenca. In general, healthcare costs will be around 20 to 50% of what you'll pay in the US. Here's the list of treatment costs of some of the major illnesses that seniors above 65 will face. Please note that these figures are for individuals without insurance. With low deductible insurance plans, you can access these treatments at a much more affordable cost. Despite being tucked in the Andes, Cuenca is surprisingly accessible. From Miami, you can be on the ground in Cuenca in under 8 hours with a connection in Quito or Guayaquil. If you have children or grandchildren living in the US, this means that you are never too far away from family or the comforts of your US home. Here are the flight times from some of the major US cities from Cuenca. Oh, have I told you get 50% discount on base fares for flights originating in Ecuador for airlines like Avianca, Latam, and Copa Air for seniors over 65? Want to own a home instead of renting? In Cuenca, you can buy a condo or townhouse in a safe, walkable neighborhood from $80,000 to $150,000. Nope, that is not a typo. We are talking about granite countertops, security gates, sometimes even river views. Take a look at these recent realtor videos featuring homes like these.
El dormitorio secundario con un amplio closet y baño compartido, con baño social. Ahora te mostraré el dormitorio principal. Este dormitorio es amplio, tiene un departamento de 104 metros cuadrados y este de 93 metros cuadrados. Los tres departamentos.
It's truly one of those places where you can downsize your stress without downsizing your lifestyle. If you enjoy living close to nature, you can follow my wife's example by purchasing a plot of land in the countryside and building a house with a large garden. However, if you choose to rent, you can live in a beautiful and huge 2 to 3 bedroom furnished apartment from $500 to $700 per month, and a 2 to 3 bedroom house between $700 to $1,300 per month. But do be aware that some realtors will try to take advantage of you because you are a foreigner. I've created a video highlighting the key things to watch out for before you retire in Cuenca, and you can watch it here. Unlike major cities in Latin America, Cuenca still feels human-sized. No soul-crushing traffic, no overcrowding metros, no endless noise. It's a city about 500,000 people, but it really feels like a small town. You can walk almost anywhere, and if you need to get to somewhere further, you can take a cab, which generally costs around $150 to about $5 per trip, or you can take the public bus, which costs about 30 cents per trip. And the air? Crisp, clean, and mountain fresh. When I talk with my US friends living here, the cost of living consistently ranks as their top 1 to 2 reasons for retiring in Cuenca. Here your money goes way further. We're talking about $2 to $3 lunches, $25 monthly utility bills, and fresh produce for pennies on the dollar. A couple can live comfortably here on $1,500 to $2,000 per month, and this includes rent, food, healthcare, transport, and that works for every average Joe. Dinner at a moderately priced restaurant is cost you around $8 to $15 per person, And if you go to an upscale restaurant like Tiesto's and have a couple of drinks, you'll still likely be under $50 per person. Here's a breakdown of the monthly average cost per living in Cuenca. Some retirees even opt for household help service once a week, which costs about $80 to $100 per month. Now, that is a good quality of life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's always talking about retiring early. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!